question number 28. Obtain the Norton equivalent across AB terminal. This is the AB terminal. Okay, it is clear that it is 15 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, minus J 5, and that is 10 at the angle 0, direction of current like this one. Okay, so our motto, determine Norton equivalent. Norton equivalent means a network corresponding to this one. Suppose that is A by AB. If you convert it to Norton equivalent, means that is IN, and AC circuit, that's why ZN. Here ZN. Actually our motive this whole circuit converted like this one, means current source and parallel to impedance. Okay, and this one. Okay, so first of all I determine IN and after that ZN. So how can determine IN? If you determine IN, then first of all corresponding to AB terminal is short circuited. So first one, if AB terminal is short circuited, then first of all make 10 at the angle 0. Okay, and this one J 15 ohm, and that is 2 ohm, and that is 3, and that is minus J 5 ohm. Okay, if this one is short circuited, ISC means no current flow in minus J 5 ohm resistance. Why? Because of voltage across this one is 0. This is short circuit, means this one and this one are same potential. This point 1 and 2 are same potential, so no voltage drop corresponding to here. Okay, because of impedance across ISC from this loop, ISC ZSC, this is equal to 0. So voltage, what about VSC, is 0. So both are parallel, so voltage across this one is 0. So 0 divided by something, that is current, is 0. Clear or not? So this is dummy resistance, sorry, that is a dummy impedance, you can say that. Okay, clear? Means this one and this one are series. Okay, after that if this one is not no current flow are here, means it is dummy, means you can remove it simply. You can remove it, and finally that is ISC. Clear? So how can determine ISC? Simply 3 and 2 you can also written as 3 and 2, that is 5 ohm, this is 5 ohm, and that is written as ISC. So how can determine ISC? With the help of current divider rule, that is 10 at the angle 0 into parallel to this one, that's why 15 divided by 5 plus J 15, sum of these two parallel impedance. Okay, so 10 at the angle 0 into, so you can written as 150 at the angle 90 degree divided by 5 is common to 1 plus J 3. Okay, now with the help of Kalsi you can also determine 1 plus 3J 1 plus, first of all 1 plus 3J. If this one is converted into polar form, then we got 3.16 divided by 162 at the angle 71.56. Clear? Now 30 at the angle 90 degree divided by 3.16 at the angle 71.56. So if this one is converted, we got 9.4936 at the angle 18.44 ampere. Clear? that is ISC. Simply, I know that ISC is equal to IN. I have already discussed why in Norton theorem. If you face any problem, then again watch Norton theorem. Okay. So ISC is equal to IN. So IN is written as 9.4936 at the angle 18.44 ampere. Okay. Clear? Now next target is Z. How can determine Zn? If you want to Zn, means simply all independent sources are reduced to 0, means current is 0. If current is 0, this is open circuit, so this branch is removed and corresponding to Zn. Okay, this one and this one are series, and parallel to this combination of this one is parallel to this one. Okay, so Zn is written as minus j parallel to 2 plus 3 plus j 15. So minus j parallel to 5 plus j 15. Okay, so minus j into 5 plus j 15 divided by 5 plus j 15 minus j 5. So it is written as, if 5 and 5 is common, then 25. Okay, and this minus j multiply 1 minus j, and j into j square is minus 1 and minus, so plus, divided by, here 5 is common, then we got 1 plus j2. Clear? Now it is written as 5 1 minus j divided by 1 plus. Okay, so if 1 minus j into 1 plus 2j, 1 minus 2j divided by 1 and 1 minus 2, if multiply by conjugate, okay, then we got, that is 5, 1 into 1 1, 1 into minus 2j minus j, that is plus, minus 1 is plus, 2 into j square, again minus, so minus 2. Okay, if any doubt, then okay, that is plus 2j square, and 2j square means 2 minus 1, so minus 2. Clear or not? After that, here 1 plus 4, so 5 are cancelled out, so finally we got 1, that is minus 1 minus 2 and minus 1, so minus 1 and j minus 3, that is ZTH. That is ZTH, sorry, Zn. Zn is written as minus 1 minus j3, or you can say that it is written as minus 1 minus 3j. If this one is converted into polar form, then 3.16 at the angle minus 108.43, so 3.16 at the angle. Procedure is correct, but maybe calculation wise, maybe my side is mistake, so you can do it. Sometime plus minus or multiplication wise mistakes also exist here. Okay, this is the common, but procedure is same, procedure is correct, so follow and do it. So finally, Norton equivalent circuit is IN this equal to this one and Zn this equal to like this one, simply. Norton equivalent corresponding to AB and load current in ZL impedance. Okay, basically. So how can determine? First of all, question is right or wrong? 500 5 J10, that is 10, that is 5 plus J5. Clear? Now that is AB terminal. So I know that. How can determine IN? I have already discussed. So if you determine IN, then first of all, if you determine Norton equivalent across AB terminal, then first of all remove the AB, remove the load. Okay, so first of all remove the load, and this one is converted into this. AB is converted into IN, and here that is Zn. Clear or not? That is AB. Means first of all remove ZL. Okay. Now how can determine IN? So first of all, plus minus whatever be the J 10 ohm, and this one is short circuited. I have already discussed in Norton equivalent Norton circuit. If you want to IN means load terminal is short circuited. Load is short circuited. If load is short circuited, then voltage across this one is 0. So no current flow here. No current flow here. Or you can say that if current is I, then if apply KVL on this load, in this circuit no current. Clear or not? Because voltage drop is 0, so this one is a parallel. So voltage divided by whatever be the impedance 10 plus J10, that is 0. So no current flow here. So apply KVL on this load. This is, so ISC is flow in also 5 ohm resistance. Now apply KVL in this loop. Minus 100 plus 5 ISC, this will equal to 0. So ISC is written as 100 by 5, that is 20 ampere. That is 20 at the angle 0 ampere. Clear or not? Very simple. ISC is written as 20 ampere. Sorry, IN is, because of IN this will equal to ISC, so ISC or IN are same. Clear? So it is clear that is 20 ampere, 20 at the angle 0 ampere, that is IN. Now another target, what about ZL? If you determine ZL, means all independent source are reduced to be 0, means voltage is short circuited and current is open circuited. Okay, so this one is short, this one corresponding to load. So make that is A and that is B. This one and this one are parallel. So 5 parallel to 10 plus J 10. So 5 10 plus J 10 divided by 5 plus 10 plus J 10. So if you common 50, 1 plus J. Now here that is 5, 3 plus J2. Clear or not? 15. So if you common 3, so 10, 1 plus J divided by 3 plus 2J. Okay. Now with the help of calci, 1 plus J is converted. So 14.142 at the angle 45 degree. Okay. Divide by 3 plus 2J is converted, that is 3.6055 at the angle 33.68. Okay. Now 14.142 at the angle 45 divided by 3.6055 at the angle 33.69. Okay, so finally we got 3.922 at the angle 11.31 ohm. Okay, that is Zn. Zn is, we got 3.922 at the angle 11.31 ohm. Okay, that is In and that is Zn. First of all make it. After that the circuit like this one, that is Zn and that is Zl. In case of AC, always make like this one, not like this one. Okay, always. Okay, that is Zl. Our motto determine Zl, IL, that is In. Clear? So if you determine that is A and B terminal, our motto next target IL. IL is with the help of current divider rule. I know I have already discussed what is the current divider rule. In into Zn divided by Zn plus Zl. What about Zn? Zn is 3.922 at the angle 11.31 into Zn. What about Zn is this is Zn. What about In? In is 20 at the angle 0 divided by Zn is 3.922 at the angle 11.31, and this one is 5 into 1.1 41 at the angle 45 degree. Okay, 5 plus J5 is written as 5 plus in polar form like this one. So if you determine, then 5 into 1.41 like this one at the angle 45 plus 3.922 at the angle 11.31. So finally we got 10 point something, 10.54 at the angle 33.088. Okay, and upper 3.922 into 20 like this one, that is 7844 at the angle 11.31. Okay, at the angle that is 11.31 divided by 10.54 at the angle 33.088. So finally we got that is 7.442 at the angle minus 21.778 ampere. This is the final answer corresponding to load current. So IL is 7.442 at the angle minus 21.778 ampere. This is the load current. Clear? And what about Norton current? That is 20 at the angle 0. And what about Zn? Zn is like this one. Okay, so first of all make it. This is a question number 29. Now next target question number 30, and also current in load in ZL. And what about ZL? That is 5 plus J4 ohm. Okay, with the help of Thevenin's equivalent. with the help of Thevenin's equivalent determine ZL also. So I know that I have already discussed what is the Thevenin's equivalent. If you in a circuit corresponding to n network, a linear bilateral network, then this is the equivalent of in any a linear bilateral network can be converted into any two terminal. Okay, suppose that is AB terminal. Okay, it is converted like network, that is A and B. You can represent like plus minus, that is ZL, sorry, ZTH, and that is VTH. Simply that is A and that is B. Okay, so our motto determine VTH, after that ZTH. Okay, so how can determine? I know that. What about VTH? If you determine VTH means open circuit corresponding to that terminal. Our motto determine AB. So first of all, removing load. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one, 8 ohm, 6 ohm, 10 ohm, 8 ohm. Okay, now this is 100 at the angle 0 volt. Okay, that is A and that is B, plus minus, that is VTH. Okay, if you determine VTH, our motto determine VTH means apply KVL in this loop, means our motto this loop or this loop. Okay, if this current I1 and this current is I2, so first of all determine I1. I1 is 100 at the angle 0 divided by 10 plus 6, that is 100 at the angle 0 divided by 16. Okay, .25 at the angle 0, that is I1. And what about I2? I2 is 100 at the angle 0 divided by 8 plus 8. It is also written as 6.25 at the angle 0. Okay. Clear? Now our motto determine VTH. So apply KVL in this loop, minus VTH, plus to minus, current direction like this one, minus to plus, minus 10 into I1 plus 8 into I2, this is equal to 0. So VTH is written as 10 I1 minus 8 I2. Okay, I1 and I2 magnitude wise and phase wise same, so you can say that 8 minus 10, sorry 10 minus 8, that is 2 I1 already, I2, so 2 into 6.25 at the angle 0, we got 12.5 at the angle 0 volt. This is the final answer corresponding to VTH. So VTH is 12.5 at the angle 0 volt. Procedure is right, but maybe answer my side may be mistake. Okay, so if you feel any doubt, then do it. Okay, 8 8 6 16, so 16 by 4 6.4, and if you apply KVL, minus to plus, minus. Okay, right, my side is right. Now next target, determine VTH. If you determine VTH means voltage, all independent voltage, sorry, ZTH. Our next target is ZTH. How can determine ZTH? If you determine ZTH means corresponding to load terminal open, and also all independent source reduced to be 0. If this one is reduced to 0, voltage is 0, means that is short circuited, means 10 8. Okay, that is A and that is B, C, 8 ohm. Okay, now clear. Suppose that point C, same potential C, it means both are connect like this one. Okay, simply represent like this one. Or another way, 10 and 6 are parallel. This one represent, that is 10 ohm, that is 6 ohm, and this one is 8 ohm, and this one is also 8 ohm, that is A and that is B. This one parallel combination. So ZTH is written as 10 parallel to 6 plus 8 parallel to 8. This one is 60 divided by 16. Okay, and that is 8 into 8 divided by 16, that is 4. Three point five plus 4, that is 7.5 ohm. Okay, ZTH is 7.5 at the angle 0 ohm. Okay, this is clear or not? Our now next target is, first of all make it, after that I know that our next target is Z, current in ZL, current in ZL load, that is IL. Okay, now most of the time direction of current are given, but here direction of current is not given, then you follow this one or follow this one. Okay, and that is ZL, that is ZTH, that is VTH, and that is IL. So IL is written as VTH divided by ZTH plus ZL. So VTH is 12.5 at the angle 0 divided by VTH 7.5 at the angle 0 plus 5 plus 4J. ZL is 5 plus J4. It is written as 5 plus 4J. If this one is converted, then we got 6.403 at the angle 38.659, or you can say that 6. Okay, this one is 6.403 at the angle 38.66. Okay, plus 7.5 at the angle 0. If this one is converted, then we got, that is 13.12 at the angle 17.744. Okay, so 12.5 at the angle 0 divided by 13.12, we got IL is, final IL is 0.9527 at the angle minus 17.744 ampere. So IL is, load current is 0.9527 at the angle minus 17.744 ampere. Okay. First of all make it, after that we have discussed another problem also. Find the current in 6 ohm resistance in figure using Thevenin's theorem, and also verify the result using Norton theorem. Okay, now it is clear. Our motto, question number 14, find the current in 6 ohm resistance, that is load ZL. This one is AC source, DC source, that's why you can say that RL load, and that is A and B. Okay, load terminal A and B. Our motto, determine current in RL load 6 ohm resistance using Thevenin's equivalent, and after that verify Norton equivalent. Means first of all, corresponding to AB terminal, this circuit is converted into Norton equivalent and also Thevenin's, or you can say first of Thevenin's equivalent and after that Norton equivalent. Determine with the help of both method what about current in 6 ohm resistance. Simple, very simple. Okay, if both current we got same, then it means verify. Okay, if your method is right, then you got same result, otherwise not get the same result. Okay, so one by one, first of all verify with the help of Thevenin's theorem. Okay, so how can determine? Our motto, first of all determine VTH. If you determine VTH, means load corresponding, this is open circuit, that is 1 ohm, that is V, and this one is 3 ampere, minus plus, that is 2. Okay, that is A and that is V, that is VTH. Simply our motto, will determine VTH. Okay, now this current is not flowing here, this current total flow here, because of this one is open circuit. So if this current flow here, that is 3 ampere, so what about V? Simple, 3 into 1, 3 volt. Okay, that is 3 volt. Now our next target, VTH. So if you determine VTH, means follow this loop, minus to plus, minus VTH, plus 2V plus V, this will be equal to 0. So VTH, this will be equal to 3V. So 3 into 3, that is 9 volt. So VTH, this will be equal to 9 volt. Clear? Procedure is very simple. So we got VTH. Now after that, so first of all VTH is 9 volt. Now next target, RTH. How can determine RTH? If you determine RTH, means first of all, this is the independent source, dependent source also available. I know that in case of RTH, all independent source reduced to be 0. First of all, means this one is reduced to be 0. Independent source, current is 0, means this is open circuit. So simply first of all make 1 ohm and minus plus V, open circuit, so don't we make again, and minus plus 2V corresponding to AB terminal, okay. Now after that, don't we remove dependent source. This is the dependent source, okay, so don't be remove here. After that, we assume here one voltage source. We have assumed one voltage source or 1 ampere current source. If you consider one voltage source, then 1 this will be equal to, that is I into RTH. So RTH is basically our motto, determine 1 by I. Okay, clear? Now very simple, one voltage source or 1 ampere current source. Okay, we got both in clear. Same as procedure RN, okay, same as RN. Now how can determine I? Apply KVL in this loop, -1 plus 2 plus V, this will be equal to 0. So V this will be equal to 1 by 3, clear or not? So V this will be equal to 1 by 3. And what about V? V this will be equal to 1 into I. So I this will be equal to 1 by 3. So what about 1 by I? If you written 1 by I, that is 3. Means RTH is 3 ohm. Very simple. So corresponding to AB terminal, Thevenin's equivalent circuit, make, that is DC, that's why plus minus, other, this is RTH 3 ohm, and VTH is 9 volt. VTH I have already got 9 volt. And what about RL? RL is 6 ohm. So what about IL? IL this will be equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So VTH is 9 divided by 3 plus 6, that is 1 ampere. Okay, so load current corresponding to Thevenin's equivalent, we got 1 ampere. If you got any doubt, then tell me. Okay, now verify with the help of Norton equivalent. Okay, first of all make it. Now Norton equivalent. Norton theorem. Corresponding to Norton theorem, first of all determine IN. If you determine IN, means 1 ohm minus plus V, that is 3 ampere, minus plus 2V, and corresponding to here, that is ISC, short circuit current. Okay, AB terminal is short circuited. Clear? Now our target is determine ISC. How can determine ISC? Simply, if you follow here, that is 0 voltage. Okay, apply or you can assume here I1, then what about, and here assume I2. So I1, not I2, this is already ISC. This is ISC, that is I1 plus ISC plus this will be equal to 3. Clear? So I1 is written as 3 minus ISC. Very simple. Apply KVL in this loop, minus direction of current, positive, so minus to plus, minus I1 minus 2V, this will be equal to 0. So I1 is 3 minus ISC minus 2V, this will be equal to 0. And what about V? V is also written as I1. Okay, so minus 3 plus ISC minus 2 into I1 is 3 minus ISC, this will equal to 0. So minus 3 plus ISC minus 6 plus 2 ISC, this will equal to 0. 3 ISC, this will equal to 9. So ISC, this will equal to 9 by 3, that is 3 ampere. That is 3 ampere. Very simple. We got ISC this will equal to IN, so IN this will equal to 3 ampere. And corresponding to RTH, RN and RTH both are same method. We got both are same thing. So this one is, I have already got 3 ohm, so that is written as 3 ohm. Clear? Now, how can determine IN? First of all, make IN, that is IN, RN, and that is load RL. Clear? What about IN? Sorry, our motto IL. So IL is written as IN into RN divided by RN plus RL. IN is 3 ampere, so 3 into RN is 3 divided by RN 3 and RL is 6. So 9 divided by 9, that is 1 ampere. IL is 1 ampere. So finally we got, with the help of Thevenin's theorem or with the help of Norton theorem, we got same result. Okay, IL corresponding Thevenin's theorem 1 ampere, and corresponding to Norton theorem we got load current are same. Okay, so load current are same with the help of Thevenin's theorem or with the help of Norton theorem. Okay, so we got it, make it. To it, our motto, determine RL load such that maximum power is delivered to it. Okay, so how can determine? I know that in case of maximum power transferred to load, I have already discussed. Suppose that a network AB, if you want to, what about load in case of maximum power? Means first of all, this one is converted into Thevenin's equivalent. If this is DC source, then that is VTH and that is RTH, and this one is RL corresponding to maximum power, that is RL is equal to RTH in case of maximum power. Okay, so and if you determine power P max, then that is VTH square divided by 4 RTH. Clear or not? Very simple. So our motto, determine first of all VTH and after that RTH. So if you determine only RL, then simply you determine RTH. Okay, but here I will also determine P max. P max means first of all VTH and RTH, but according to question, our motto, we are focused on RL. So corresponding to maximum power, in case of maximum power, RL is equal to RTH. So if you determine RTH corresponding to this load terminal, suppose that is A and that is B. So if you determine RTH corresponding to AB terminal, then this one is removing all independent source reduced to be 0. It means this one is 0. So simply 3 ohm, and this is 1 ohm, that is 3 ohm, and that is 1 ohm, and that is 3 ohm. Okay, that is A and that is B, and that is 3 is to 1, both are parallel. So if this one is converted, 3 into 1 divided by 3 plus 1, that is 4 by 3 by 4. So that is 3 by 4 ohm, and okay, corresponding to this one. After that is 3 ohm, and that is 1 ohm. Now after that is 3 ohm. Okay, now 3 by 4 and 3 both are series, so that is 12 plus 3, 15 by 4, this is 15 by 4, again 15 by 4 and 1 both are parallel, that is 15 by 4 and that is 1 ohm, that is AB. Clear or not? Very simple. Okay, reducing the circuit. Now this one and this one parallel, so 1 parallel to 15 by 4 divided by 1 plus 15 by 4, we got 15 by 4 divided by 19 by 4, so 15 by 19. Okay, means this combination is 15 by 19, and after that this is 15 by 19 in 3, that is 15 by 19 ohm, and that is 3 are series. So RTH is written as 3 plus 15 by 19. Okay, if you want to exact result, then 15 by 19, that is like this one, plus 3, so that is 3.7894 ohm. Okay, that is RTH. This is the final answer corresponding to question, and this RTH is equal to RT RL. Why? Because of maximum power. In case of maximum power, in case of PMT, maximum power transfer, RL is equal to RTH. So simply answer is VTH. RL is equal to RTH. But we are focused on also VTH because of our motto to determine what about power. Okay. So first of all, make it. Now our motto, determine VTH. How can determine? First of all, removing the load. First of all, removing the load terminal. Okay, if load is removing, now second one, if voltage across this one got, then VTH is also parallel to this one, that's why. Okay, another way, if this one removing with the help of KVL KCL or with the help of nodal analysis or with the help of source transformation, you can do it with the help of source transformation also. Okay, if you with the help of source transformation, means that is 10 by 3, simply 10 by 3 is direction of current upward, and that is 3 ohm. Okay, this one is converted into current source. Okay, and 1 ohm, and that is 3, that is 1 ohm, and that is 3. Okay, that is A and B. Now 3 and 1 both are parallel, so we got 3 by 4. You can do it. 3 is to 1 divided by 3 plus 1, that is 3 by 4. Okay, so 3 by 4 and this one again converted into I into R. So 10 by 4 means 5 by 2, 10 by 4, clear? And this one, that is X and that is Y. This whole circuit converted like this one. Okay, after that is 3 is connected here and 1 is connected here, and that is 3 ohm, that is A and that is B. Okay, 3 by 4 plus 3, again 3 plus 3 by 4, 12, that is 15 by 4. So you can say that is 15 by 4. Okay, now Once again, if this one is converted, current source, that is 15 by 4 and that is 1 ohm. 5 by 2 divided by 15 by 4, so 5 by 15 and that is 4 by 2, that is 2, so 2 by 3, that is 2 by 3, and this one is 1 ohm. Clear? Now again this one and this one parallel, so 15 by 2 into 1 divided by 15 by 2 plus 1, we got 15 by 17, so this one is 17. Okay, this one is 15 by 17, 15 by 17. Okay, now this one is written as 15 by 17 into 2 by 3 multiply, then we got voltage, that is 15 by 17 into 2 by 3. Okay, no anyone, so that is 30 divided by 3 5 ja, so 10 divided by 17, 10 divided by 17. And what about resistance? 15 by 2 and that is 1 ohm. Okay, that is 1 ohm. Clear? So 10 by 17 we got plus 1, that is 1 point something. First of all recheck again, if you any doubt then this one is 3, that is 3, so 3, so what about voltage? Voltage is 10 by 17 and this one is 15 by 17. Okay, so 15 divided by 17 we got plus 3, 3.88. so this one is converted finally plus minus and that is 3.88. and what about voltage? That is 10 divided by 17 we got 0.588. Clear or not? That is VTH. So what about VTH? If you any doubt then that is 0.588 ohm, volt. Clear or not? Clear? If this one is converted like this one, then we got clear. So it is very closer to this one. This one is RTH and that is VTH. So P max VTH square, that is 0.588 to the whole square divided by 4 into RTH, that is 3.88. Okay. So to the whole square like this one, divided by 4, again divided by 3.88, we got that is 0.0288, 22 watt. This is the final answer. Make it. Okay. If you face any doubt, then tell me. Sir, I face the doubt corresponding with that question. Okay. Procedure is same. Maybe mistake my side also. Okay. Procedure not wrong. Maybe mistake wise, calculation wise mistake are possible here also, because I am a human being and solve live. Okay.